Hey, Scott, you guys have said a few times this season that you're not accepting any moral victories. Where does another kind of short comeback effort there late leave you guys after this one?
Well, I mean, we can't get ourselves down. The big number. The second quarter has been a little bit of a problem for us this season, especially as of late. Seems like in that first half we were playing in mud, and then we got down on ourselves when we didn't make any shots, and then we're turning the ball over and giving them easy opportunities. But I thought it switched with. I thought Garrison came in, Mo came in, and Ish came in, and they changed the narrative of getting down on yourself. You have to play hard. You got to play hard and create opportunities. I thought they did that with their deflections, with their steal, with their pace. They played hard on both ends of the floor. They weren't worried about making and missing a shot. They just played the right way. It gave us a chance. We cut it to four, but it's hard to come back from that large of a deficit and have enough juice and energy to get over that hump. But guys are going to play hard, and we just got to figure out how we can do it consistently throughout the game.
What made you reach for Garrison on the bench in the third there?
We needed a spark. One thing about Garrison, he's gonna compete. He's hungry. Uh, Probably should have played him earlier in the season. But those are things that you gotta. Everybody's gonna get a chance, and he got a chance, and I thought he took advantage. He wasn't worried. I mean, he can shoot the ball. He draws fouls. He plays hard. What gave him minutes tonight was I knew he was going to blow up screens. I knew he was going to chase his man around. I knew he wasn't going to worry about, getting screened. He was going to make the choice that he's going to fight through everything. That's what I love about him. He's probably going to get some more opportunities.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Fred.
Scott, why have you guys struggled so much to be consistent for 48 straight minutes?
That's the question that myself or staff or team, we're all trying to figure that out. We're trying to become consistent. There's stretches of the game on both ends of the floor. We're amazing. There's stretches on the end, and offensively, we're incredible. There's stretches where we're just incredible on the defensive end. We haven't been able to sustain it long enough to put together and string together some wins, and we're right there. I know we have enough. I know the room is capable of doing, and we're going to have to just keep climbing and keep plugging away. But that's definitely it's been an issue, is being able to find that consistency throughout the game.
And in the fourth quarter, Brad ended up kind of relatively, obviously, compared to the first three, going cold for a second straight night. Is there anything that you're noticing there that's improvable, or do you just consider that two things that happened?
Well, I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's a tough decision. It's on me. It's really on me. I try to get him some extra minutes because we were right there. We were cutting the lead, and that's why we got to establish somebody on that wing off the bench that can generate some action, and so Brad can get some throughout the game rest. And he's been playing probably 3 minutes too many, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but it does add up. And he's at 38 tonight. I like to try to keep him in the 35 range. But again, tonight, same thing that happened the other night. But we still had a chance. You know what? It's unfortunate we missed two important threes, and then they came down and hit one, and we missed a layup, but it made it interesting. But those are things we just got to get over, and we got to keep staying positive because we're right there. And the thing I love about the guys, we're going to keep competing. We're not going to point fingers. We're not going to blame anybody. We're going to keep focusing on making winning plays for one another.
Chase.
Scott, what did you make of Rui's night and the difference between the first half and the second half for him? It seemed like he made some adjustments offensively.
Yeah, no, I thought he did a better job of competing. I thought he was just playing like if it was just a normal game. It's not a normal game. We all get paid to play hard and play well and compete. And I thought in that second half, he kind of Whether he was running in mud or wasn't locked in, I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it, but I know I said a few things at halftime, and I thought he came out with the right mindset. You have to do that. We all have to do that. That's what we do. That's what we do. And like I said, we got to figure out the second quarter. But Rui was a different player in the first half and the second half. We need Rui in the second half throughout the game.
And then for Denny to go scoreless and play fewer minutes, was this one of those nights where you can identify the learning curve for him?
Well, he's going to have a lot of these nights. It's a rookie. He just turned 20 years old, a week ago. He has to go through it, and it builds mental toughness because he wants to play and he wants to play well. But he's still understanding how we do things and how we play and how the league is, the tendencies. And he's going to be fine, but because he's a tough kid. He's a tough kid, and I like that about him. But he's not going to have 30 minutes any given night if he doesn't play well. But he's going to get a crack at it. And tonight wasn't his night, but he'll bounce back tomorrow night.
Neil.
Hey, Scott, obviously, always a difficult matchup to try and guard Jason Tatum. You guys had Brad on him a lot of the night. Curious, he's given up, maybe close to 5 inches there. What's the game plan there?
Brad's one of the best defenders on our team. He likes the challenge. I thought he did a pretty good job. That's what we've been trying to find, that guy that can guard one of their better players on the opposing team. We haven't been able to find that guy. And I know Brad and Russell and Denny had cracks at him, but I thought Brad was the best matchup for him.
Take a couple more. Fred.
Scott, I'm just wondering at what point do you feel like you feel compelled to make some sort of a major change, whether it's a lineup change or a scheme change or anything along those lines?
Yeah, I mean, we made some changes. We made some subtle changes that we have to continue to work on and build on. We're right there. I mean, we just have to. Even tonight, even though we were down big, we cut it to 4 with a bunch of time left. We've been right there all season. So the thing, it seems like every game, the last Sixer game, we gave them 2 and 1s and a wide open 3 and down the stretch. Can't do that tonight. Turned the ball over too many times. We had open looks. We didn't convert. I don't think you can change anything by getting open looks and not making them. You just have to. We missed a couple of threes and a layup. We're always going to keep looking and figuring out ways how we can improve, and maybe a lineup change.
Maximilian.
Thank you. Hey, Coach. I would like to know what's your take on Moritz Wagner and Isaac Bonga's performance tonight and throughout the season so far?
Bonga, he just has to stay ready. I thought he came in and gave us good energy. Just we got down. I mean, the group that he was with did not play particularly well. But that second quarter, it seems like we've been searching and figuring out how to play better. He's a young, developing player that is going to be in the league for a long time. A great kid that works hard. He needs to continue to build strength in his body and develop his three-point shot.
And Wagner?
Mo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo's a worker. He competes, does a lot of good things. He still has to be able to control his sometimes his fouling, but I like how he plays. It's just right now we have a couple of centers ahead of him. There's going to be certain nights where he plays, and there's going to be certain nights where he doesn't.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Last question. Oh, all right. Thanks, Coach.
You got one more? I got one.
Yeah, one more from Matt.
Hey, Coach. A couple times in the first half, you had guys leave shooters to double the post. Is that a miscommunication, or is that part of the game plan? Any
Well, when they were posting up, were posting up Tatum where we front, but we have to, the backside, we miscommunicated on the backside. And a couple of times we were guarding the wrong guys, but those are things that we have to grow through and get better with. And I know as this, we will. It's not, we're not trying to leave open 3-point shooters. We did a much better job in the second half, but it was, we were running around with a purpose, and that's why we only gave up, I think 50 points.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Yeah, thank you, Coach.
Hey, Rui, you were on the floor for a lot of that comeback. What was working for you during that, and what can you carry into the future?
Like you guys know, I think the defense is a key. That was the third quarter when we came back. It was obviously we got like a 5 stop in a row or something, and that's what we kept going. I don't know. Just I think defense is the key. Win the game. Yeah.
Chase.
Rui, what changed for you from the first half to the second half offensively, you individually?
I just have to be aggressive more. Obviously Brad and Russ is the ones attacking the rim, trying to score. But, I think they need the help to or me, TB, Danny, DB. We need more like ball movement and stuff, and then just gotta more flow and stuff. And that's why I'm trying to be more aggressive, and I think that's what I did.
And you guys are off to the same start as you were last year through 9 games. What gives you hope that you guys can ultimately be a better team this year?
I feel like every each game, we have a quarter give up like a 50-point, 40-point, and then we came back, and then the fourth quarter, the last 5 minutes, we didn't they finished strong. We just gotta cut the quarter that we have just give up like 50 or 40 points each game. I think those are key. At least we gotta defense is those are key and then rebound the keys to win the games, I think.
Neil.
Hey, Rui, Scott told us that, he said something, maybe to you specifically in halftime. I'm curious, what was he reminding you of? Is it just more to be aggressive? And can you take us through that?
I think more defensively, the first half, we were kind of just like, we weren't being active, those Jalen and Jason, they could do like whatever they want. And then the second quarter, second half, we talk about, let's try to, put the ball to other guys. And that's why we trying to help. And then I think that's what, the third quarter, we had a comeback, got a great comeback. And then, that's why I think, the defense was a key the third quarter.
All right, I'll go ahead and turn it over to Zach.
Okay, thanks, Matt. We're going to change the backdrop. Give us 1 second. Hachimura 選手、お疲れ様でした。
ありがとうございます。
よろしくお願いします。
はい。
今日は後半ものすごい追い上げで一時4点差まで迫りましたが、残念ながら追いつけませんでしたね。
そうですね。3クォーター、ディフェンスから入ってって、オフェンスも流れよく、いい感じで入ってたんですけど、4クォーター、 しっかりフィニッシュできなかったなっていうのはありましたね。
現在、チームのディフェンスが前半に苦しんでいる傾向があると思うんですが、その原因は何だと思いますか？
そうですね、今言った通り、この毎試合毎試合、1クォーター、どこかの1クォーターに絶対40点、50点取られるクォーターがあって、そのクォーターを、10点でも抑えるって考えただけでも僕ら試合勝ってるぐらいなので、そのクォーターが僕らにとってはすごいキーになるんじゃないかな、これからの勝ちにキーになるんじゃないかなと思いますし、その原因としては、ディフェンスが絶対大きいなっていうのは自分では感じますね。
ブルックスヘッドコーチがハーフタイムに八村選手に声をかけたと言っていましたけど、なんて言われて、どう八村選手は切り替えたんですか？
そうですね、ディフェンスの部分でミスが前半多かったので、そういうところで後半をもっとアグレッシブにディフェンスやろうっていうところを話しましたね。
なるほど。あと八村選手は今日後半に13得点、ミッドレンジ3も決まっていましたけど、シュートタッチが試合中につかめていった感じだったんですか？
そうですね、もう勢いというか、ディフェンスから、そういうところから勢いが乗っていったなっていう感じが自分ではしました。
この後はすぐワシントン DC に移動して、明日はヒート戦、かなり厳しい日程だと思うんですけど、いかがですか？
そうですね、またホームに戻ってすぐ試合ということで、しっかりと切り替えて、しっかり、相手もマイアミもイーストで上のチームなので、そこをしっかり勝てるように頑張りたいと思います。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。では、メディアの皆さんの質問に行きます。質問がある方は、レーズハンドを押してください。杉浦大輔さん、お願いします。
はい、八村選手、お疲れ様です。
お疲れ様です。
はい。ディフェンスって言葉が何度も出て課題になる、確かになると思うんですけど、個人的には具体的にディフェンスどういったところを矯正すればいいと思いますか？コミュニケーションなのか、フットワークなのか、あるいはポジショニングなのか、どういったところでしょう？
そうですね、コミュニケーションもあると思うんですけど、1対1の部分で、しっかり守る気というか、チームでもそうなんですけど、守るところは守るっていう、そういうプライドをかけて守るところが、ちょこちょこ見られると思うんですけど、そこが僕も含めてないところがあるので、そういうところではないかなと思います。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
宮地陽子さん、お願いします。
よろしくお願いします。2試合続けてちょっと追い上げながら惜しい負け方をしたんですけれども、こういう試合の、試合中とか試合後のチームの雰囲気っていうのはどういう感じですか？
そうですね、チームとしても勝ちたいっていうのはもちろんあるので、そういうところではチームも少し落ち込んでるところはあるんですけど、すぐ試合も明日あるので、しっかりと切り替えて頑張りたいと思います。
今シーズン結構どの選手のコーチとか選手の口からアカウンタビリティっていう言葉がよく聞かれるんですけれども、そういうなんかお互いに自分のやることをしっかりやらなきゃいけないっていう雰囲気は昨シーズンより上がってきてる感じでしょうか？
どういう意味ですか？
自分のやることをやらなきゃいけないっていう意味でアカウンタビリティって言葉をいろんな選手が口にしてるんですけれども、そういった意識が高くなってきている感じはしますか？
そうですね、ラッセルも入って、チームもオールスタープレイヤー2人いるということで、そういうところで僕らも若い選手が多いチームなので、そういうところでまだ学んでいるところはいっぱいあるんですけど、その中で自分の仕事を見つけて自分でしっかりやるっていうのが大事じゃないかなと。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
はい、では八村選手のインタビュー、ここで終了とさせていただきます。八村選手、ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Hey, Brad, Scott was telling us about, this continued struggle seemingly in the second quarter. What do you think if you can pinpoint the issues there?
First, praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Opportunity. Honestly, I don't know. We all know it's our defense, but I don't know why it's our defense. at this point, man, we can't guard a parked car.
Chase.
Brad, obviously you guys have high hopes for the season, but you have the same record through 9 games that you did last year. What gives you hope that you guys will ultimately become a better team and prove that you are better than you were last year?
The way we played in the second half. There's 2 different teams that were out there. There's 2 different teams that were out there, and we're in the second half. We played with energy. Coach put guys out there that haven't got burned all year, and they gave us a spark that we needed. So I think moving forward, a lot of things will be changing in terms of our lineup, but I'm always optimistic. You know, I'm confident in my game. I'm confident in the team I'm on. I'm always going to be for my guys. And I'm always going to be confident that we can turn it around. You know, but eventually you run out of games. You do run out of games. So we can't keep saying it's early. We can't keep saying on to the next one. You know, we got to make that change, and we got to compete better than what we are.
Fred.
Brad, you touched on it a little bit just now, but what's the balance between not pressing, but also making sure that you actually do have some urgency in turning it around?
Stuff is a fine line. It's a fine line. Because it kind of go hand in hand. You know, you don't want to necessarily press, but at the same time, you know, we want results. Everybody wants results. You know, not just me. Coach does. Damn sure Ted does. And, you know, Shep. So we got to realize that, you know, we need all hands on deck, and we got to be better, you know, because a lot of expectations are high for us. You know, we had those for ourselves, those same expectations. You know, we're not fulfilling them. You know, we're giving spurts, we're showing our hand, we're too inconsistent. And I think that's what hurts us.
Brad, you mentioned lineup changes. Is that just something you're saying because of the extra guys Scott threw out there, or is there anything to expand on with that?
I don't know. That's just me talking. Like I just know Coach Brooks. You know, being with him for now 5 years, he's gonna play guys that play hard. That's, you know, he don't give a damn about you guys making shots or anything like that. He wants guys that are gonna defend, know their role, play hard, and, you know, go out there and give it their all. That's all he's looking for. And the thing is, it's not hard. We're NBA players. I love JJ Watt's quote. He said a couple weeks ago, like, we're paid to have the best job in the world. You know, we got to get ourselves ready night in and night out. You know, we shouldn't be asked to play hard. You know, playing hard comes with those couple $1 million that you're getting in your pocket. You know, that's required of you. So playing hard shouldn't be something that we should be, you know, having to continue to harp on. It's, you know, playing with some smarts at this point.
Chase.
Brad, obviously, you know Jason Tatum very well, and you were guarding him very closely in that first half, and he was still able to get hot. What can be done against a player like him at this point with how complete of a scorer he is?
Oh man, it's a tough guard. It is a tough guard. Like you said, I've been knowing Jason since he was in diapers, and I always know every time we play him, I have the matchup. You know, I know him very well, but he's 6'9", and I'm every bit of 6'3". You know, I'm strong. I can hold my own, but shit, it comes to a point where there's nothing you can do. You know, all I can do is get a hand up, make it tough for him, make him work for every basket, which is what I think I tried to do in the beginning. You know, but he's a basket. You know, he's one of the best players in the league for a reason. So, you know, I'm a huge fan. You know, I always put him above everybody, but there's enough respect from both of us. You know, I tried to make it hard on him, but he's got a great game.
All right, that's all the time we have for Brad today. Appreciate you.
You know, it is what it is.
And as you guys are off to this disappointing start, what gives you hope that you guys are better than your record is, or can ultimately prove to be the team that you thought you would be?
Just how we play through our games. We're in every game. It's not like we're not in every game. So that's the best part about it. Put yourself a chance to win a game, 1 or 2 possessions.
Fred,
Hey Russ, Scott mentioned your guys' struggles in the second quarter. Is there any reason that you see for why those have consistently popped up in that quarter specifically?
Just not getting no stops. Can't get stops. Simple as that. Gotta learn how to get stops and defend.
anybody else? All right. Thanks, Russ.